This is a story of how I caught my ex-husband and my ex-best friend having an affair at my house in front of my children. In 2019, I had had my second child. I was struggling with postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, and I had no support from family. My family did not live in the same town as us, and my ex-husband's family just was not helpful. And I had this quote-unquote best friend who was so great. She was even the doula at my birth, and we would do everything together. We would go grocery shopping together. She would watch my daughter while I would get my lashes done. We were just two peas in a pod. I mean, she was almost a better wife than my husband was husband. And then the whole time I was friends with her and her husband were having a really hard time getting pregnant, and they did a bunch of testing and they found out that he was unable to have children. So they started the IUI process, and I literally helped her pick out her sperm donor. And then right before her IUI, she kind of went on this bender of oh, I should be pregnant soon, so let me drink all the time. I never went off to college, so I never had a time in my life where I got really drunk. I got married really young, had kids really young, and had a lot of responsibilities really young. So I was a white claw, truly at dinner kind of a girl. So anyway, she would come over to my house and started drinking, and I would have maybe a couple drinks with her, and then my ex-husband at the time, if he was off work, they would all be drinking. And then the night would come to an end. I would go tend to the kids, usually fall asleep because my daughter was so young. I was still co-sleeping with her. And I would wake up in the morning and she would still be there, either sleeping in the bed with me and he'd be on the couch, or she'd be in the guest bedroom and he was in bed with me. And I was every single morning I'd wake up and I was something is happening between the two of them. Finally, days before her IUI, I catch them out in my backyard in the kiddie pool. He's fingering her and making her come. I don't know if can I say that word on TikTok? In front of my children in the kiddie pool. And so I have him come inside the house. I make him walk back inside the house. I was I need help with dinner, because that's what I was making when they were frolicking in the pool together. And I was I just saw what you guys did. I know you've been hooking up. You don't need to lie. Sent her home. And then a few days later, I approached her about what they did. But I was so alone and so deep into my postpartum anxiety and depression that I stayed friends with her too, because I was I can't lose the only person in my life who helps me with anything. Okay, you're gonna have to come back to part 2 to find out what happens next.